What's up, Nice Guy Nation? It's by Nice Guy, and welcome to Overgrowth. So, the story and me in this game is, well, when I was a little kid, I saw Nerd Cube play this game, and that was quite a few years ago. I think I was like maybe 7 or 8, and I saw this game, and I saw the gameplay, and I thought it was amazing what this game was, and I always wanted to play it. And I never really got it until maybe like about half last year, and I haven't actually played it all that much. Even though this game is phenomenal, I like it. It has a nice editor system. I love the combat. Has a kind of like parkour system to it, and I just wanted to show a little bit off of the parkour, and I was going to show a little bit of the combat. So I remember just so many fun things about this game. I remember I started watching iDubbbz. He played this game quite a bit actually, but he stopped, and the videos he made just either they started he started taking them down or something, or they started getting deleted. I'm not sure which. So people might say the combat's kind of weird because I use right mouse button to attack. You hold it, but I click on it. Like if you hold it, he'll just like attack. As you can see, it just attacks by itself. And then right mouse button is to block. You need to tap it right when they're like attacking you. Getting up on my buddy over here. We won. So like shift to crouch, you can jump. You press shift, he'll do like a flip. I'll show more of a little bit of the parkour once I go into the sandbox levels more. If you can like step back to dodge, and that's usually what you'd want to do with someone with a weapon. Press Q to throw a weapon and Q to pick it up. You can press E to sheath the weapon. And basically, you move in different directions to do different moves. Like if you move forward and attack, you'll like kick. And that spin attack, I kind of move to the right or the left. And to block, like I said, you can just move, and he'll block it automatically on his own. Well, not block it, but more like a dodge. And you can kind of parry attacks like that. Like I said, this game is pretty cool. If you hold like block, he'll grab him and flip him. And the way this game works is there's kind of a health system. Because the way it works is like bones. Like every character has a skeletal system, and the way the game works is oh shoot. Oh, that was unfair. And that's what I call a face kick. Oh shoot. He's gonna grab the weapon. Oh. Weapons are pretty brutal. They kill really fast. And wolves are overpowered. There's different races, like there's rabbits, there's dogs, there's cats, I think I said rats, yeah, and wolves. I go in the editor real quick, press 8. That takes me into like kind of like a certain mode that can do different things. And if I press the number keys, it'll change the character. I think if I press 2, it'll change me to a cat, I think? No, female rabbit. I think 3 is a cat, I'm not sure. Yep. And cats can't jump as high as rabbits, as you can see. Then there's I think next is rats. Yeah. Don't underestimate these little guys. They may not be that fast or strong, but they can still do damage to you. I think next one is a wolf, and I'll show you how overpowered a wolf is. Just wolves are overpowered, and the only way to really kill a wolf as a rabbit is to face kick. And I think I already showed that, where you jump up and kick like that. We're all I think I'm pretty good at the battle system. Oh shoot, man. Anyway, I think I'm pretty good so far. My tactic is usually when I'm fighting is to get the person down on the ground like this, so I can just beat them like that. Or I mainly like parry when I move out the way and kind of block. Is Yeah, that's how usually how I get them, is to get them on the ground. Nice. Anyway, I was talking about the health system earlier, but I kind of started talking about something else. But like I said, the way it works is like breaking bones. It's like right there. I probably broke his shoulder. Like if I were to, like rabbits, they can jump pretty high, and there is fall damage, but again, it's like rabbits, like it's weird because like it seems like there's no fall damage, but if you go high enough and you land on the ground, you'll die. I'll show in a bit, kind of once we get into kind of like the parkour part. But here, I'll show you something like if we go like this and I flip. Oh shoot! I'll show you in the next fight. Hopefully, if I jump and I flip at the right time, here, let's just. I'm gonna jump into the sandbox real quick, and I will see you guys there. Alrighty, so here jump into Red Shards real quick, which is a kind of a good parkour map, and so I just wanted to show you a little bit of the parkour. Anyway, like I was trying to say earlier though, was there is fall damage, but like I said, look at me. That's probably from flipping, landing wrong. You see he's bleeding right there a little bit. Like, you see this is pretty far down, but as a rabbit, it's kind of weird because I can brace myself, but if I go up high enough, like I were to jump off up there and I hit the ground, I'd probably die. So I'd probably break my bones. As you saw there, what I did to do that is I kind of jump and I hold shift to kind of run up against the wall. Not shift, I hold the space bar like when I jump to run up against the wall. And when I press shift, basically it's kind of like you jump off the wall, but you're doing a flip at the same time. If I wanted to, I could run up against the wall and just press space. But again, it looks kind of cooler. And the same thing, you can actually like wall jump in between two walls just by pressing space, but you can also do it by pressing shift, which is actually harder to press shift. But I think it looks cooler. And jumping and pressing shift to flip, like you just saw there, if I jump and I turn the other way and I flip, he'll automatically face that direction. But if you want, if you're if I'm facing forward and I press space and I press backwards, if I press like moving backwards, like if I press S to move back, while I press shift, he does a backflip, and if I press D, he'll do like a side flip, and then again with a front flip. If I'm just moving forward and I press shift, he'll kind of roll, but he can also roll backwards, roll to the sides, of course. Like I said, this game is pretty cool. There used to be music. I'm not sure how to I think you have to edit it in or something. I'm not sure because I can go to the menu, I can go to settings. And you change how the graphics look and everything. Like if I go to audio, it says you can see the music and the master volume, game speed, game difficulty. You can change the color of the blood. And then there's split screen, so you can play two people can play at the same time, but I'm not actually sure how. And then it shows you all the controls. Now it'll show you stuff like slow motion that you it says you can do slow motion, but in order to do that, you have to go into the game editor and press 8, and then that's when you can turn to different animals and stuff. And you can press tab for slow motion. Which is pretty cool. V is screaming. B turns them invisible for some reason. N is them breaking a bone, but it doesn't actually break their bone, kill them. And then M is just ragdoll. And then comma kind of just yuck, slits their throat, which you can actually do if you have a weapon. If I press X, it'll just be fine. Z is also ragdoll. Oh shoot. Anyway, like I was saying earlier though, how this game works off the bone, as you saw that when I flipped and I kind of hit the ground and now I got a cut. So if I do that again, you can actually hurt yourself like that. Yeah, you see? I think I split my head open. Also cool element about this game is the editor. You can go in and mess with stuff. I recommend doing this on if you go into the workshop on Steam, you can go in and download mods and stuff, and you can play levels people have made and stuff. But as you can see, I go into the editor. Let's say if I want to change something, this right here, I can change the size. I can change how it rotates or how its position. And again, things will go through stuff like that. And I can move it around too. So if I want to change it, I'm gonna make this bigger. And I just press Control F1 again, or you can press 8. You can see it's changed. Same thing with characters. If you press U, it'll kind of inspect it, and you can change its color and stuff, as you can see. So if I want, I can change it to black, keep it red, make it white. There you go, that's about the right color. And if I want, I can actually edit my character. First, let me come and take him, bring him up here. Sorry, that was kind of... Anyway, if I go up to my dude, press L is to restart the level as well. And I can press U. I can change the color of his fur, of his clothes. Let's say I kind of want a winter rabbit. And go change his fur white. Spots kind of a little darker. As you can see, the spots on his body. Change the color of his pants. Let's give him red pants. You change the color of the rope too, but I think sometimes like when you change the color of the rope on him, it kind of like messes with the color of the fur, kind of. In certain places, it does. Here, like if I go around. No, he might have. The developer, Wolfire Games, he might have actually fixed it. Alrighty then. But let's say I'm just gonna keep the rope. I'm gonna make the ropes kind of brownish. It's kind of yellow. That's about brown right there. But I can also go down, and you can change the aggression, their attack damage, their knockback, the attack speed, how they can block, their block skill, bloodthirsty. I'm actually not sure what this does. I think this is new, actually. Yeah, this is new. The game must have been updated or something. Change how big a character is, their ear size. Yuck! Look at that. I don't usually mess with their ear size, because sometimes it can kind of look weird. Make them really small. And fall damage multiplier. See, this is what this is. If I turn it off the way up, they can just die from a bunch of like fall damage and stuff. They're fat, which makes them nice. I can make them skinny. Yuck! Look at that. That's nasty. But if I want, you can make them skinny, left-handed, knockout shield, which prevents them from being killed really easily. Also, there's damage resistance. Yeah. There's also muscle. This doesn't actually affect how strong they are or anything. Just affects the way they look. How many lives they got, I don't really understand that. The throw counter probability, which means like if you throw a weapon at someone, they can potentially catch it. And weapon catch skill, wearing metal armor. So, alright. If I go, this is actually kind of confusing. It's not that confusing, but it's pretty confusing. But I'm pretty sure if you press this, you press like right below escape is like a comma. I think, and like a squiggly line. If you press that, it freezes everything in the game. If I wanted to, I can load in a piece of armor. Let me just look up the dog armor breastplate. Spawn that in. And bring it up. Oh, not mean to do that. I can actually put it on him. It's a little small. Make it a little bigger. I think it's tab. Well, it's not tab. I think space maybe? Yeah. Space, it makes you move around a little smaller, so when you're actually doing stuff like this, let me just adjust it like that. Make sure it looks good. What I do next is I press, I think it's, yeah, Alt, and I'll connect it to, as you can see, his skeleton. And so now when I press squiggly line again, it's connected to him. You can do this with actually whatever you want, even if it's not armor. But anyway, like I said, I can go back in here. Oh. Edit the character. Go back. Say he's wearing metal armor. And this actually reduces the probability of you getting hurt by weapons. Because, of course, it's supposed to be armor. So let's say I'm going to load in the character real quick. Hopefully this game doesn't freeze. It froze last time when I was recording. No, I just didn't delete that. But anyway, delete the video. Okay, so it's a little bit unfair. So anyway, what I'll do is I'm gonna turn them away from each other. So he's looking in the opposite direction. There you go. They don't focus on each other much. So what I can do is I'll give this guy a weapon. There we go. I'll give him just a little knife. Click on it. Press Alt. You can hold it like sheath or put it in his hand. And if I go over here, press L, press A. Yeah, that doesn't really look right. I should have put it on better. See how he's hitting the breastplate? And he's not really, still damaging me, of course. But the armor actually makes it harder for him to kill me. And that was really gory and messed up. But of course I made this dude stronger, so the attack speed too, and his knockback, so it's pretty powerful. So if you want to challenge yourself, actually you can make like your own character and stuff and try to fight him. Now if you want to change your character, you load up another character, whatever you want. I got some mods installed, so I guess let's do Tengu right here. These are not freeze game. Now, as you can see, these guys aren't attacking each other, and how do you change that is just their team. So if I go ahead and just change it back, you see they're on the same team again, so it's kind of. But what you can do is you click on a character, you should press Control Shift P. If you don't want to be that character anymore, Control Shift P, L8, it should be that character. Now, you see this guy runs different. Actually, his character, here, I'll just load up another character. Opposite team. His fighting is a little weird because this is from a mod that someone made. So his fighting's kind of weird. And his fighting's different, which is kind of weird. He has his own kind of style of fighting. So I actually think is kind of weird. There's also a flying mod that comes with the game. Not comes with the game, but there's a flying mod. And there's also a laser if you press F. Forgot to mention that. Overall, I think this game is pretty cool. This game is awesome. It was really worth the money. And I guess that's all there is that I have to explain about this. Pretty cool game, like I said. There's a story mode, so you can play through the story of Overgrowth or Lugaroo. Let me show you. If I go to the main menu, you can save levels too. They have the main story, the Overgrowth story, the Lugaroo story. Versus that you can play against your like friends or something, but I have no idea how that works. In order to access your mods, you go on Steam, you gotta subscribe to the mod, and you'll go here and it'll show you your mods. And my game just froze. Anyway, if you go to click on your mods to go, you have to enable your mods if you're gonna use them. There's certain mods that don't work with other mods, like this bow arrow mod, this blood mod. They don't really work together. Big city mod, I have no idea what that doesn't work with, but like the flying mod, and the reason these don't work is because you have to press F to turn them on or something, and that's why they don't work together. I have no idea what I have on right now. But anyway, you do, if you want to play on like the test levels and the sandbox levels, you actually have to go to your mods even if you don't have any, and you just see you have to click on them to actually enable them, which is, in my opinion, kind of weird. Anyway, this game, I love it. I enjoy it. It's fun, especially when you're bored. There's there's still a lot of potential in this game, and I think they update it every once in a while. I'm not sure. They even have a YouTube channel. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed. Like, share, and subscribe if you did. This is By Night Sky. I'm leaving. I'll see you guys later.